I may, a few thoughts on the word peace. It's one of my favourite words, I have to say. And there is a reason why I've stolen the boys' Lego out here. Oh, who am I kidding? It's mine, really. But basically, I've learned something about one of my favourite words that really helped me to understand it in a new way. And I just wanted to share that and hope that it helps you. Because when we think of peace, we think of it in so many ways, don't we? We obviously think about the absence of conflict, the end of war, and we celebrate that and we long for it in this world where there seems so much strife. But we talk about peace and quiet too, don't we? How we all want that, which is why I'm in the shed, by the way. Peace of mind. And isn't that important and vital, especially at this time in particular of uncertainty and so much difficulty? Peace. What does it really mean? Well, I discovered that the Hebrew word for peace, shalom, has this wonderful richness and depth that I hadn't realized. In the Bible, the word peace is not just the absence of war or conflict, it's the presence of something better in its place. And the closest we get to it is wholeness or completeness. So it can refer to a stone or a brick that has no blemishes or cracks. It can refer to a wall or a construction where so many different parts come together, but they all fit perfectly and are complete. It can mean finishing off a large construction, putting the last piece in place so that you make peace, you make it whole. So working for peace, bringing together all these difficult and different things and making them whole, that's what working for peace and peacemaking is. And if you think about it like that, then the opposite of peace is not war or conflict, it's brokenness. And don't we see that so much in this world? Broken nations, broken homes, broken hearts. There is so much that is broken in this world. And therefore we need to work for peace. And of course it's not easy, but finding peace, making peace is about making things whole and complete. Communities, families, and ourselves. It also puts into a real special meaning on what I believe as a Christian that Jesus came to do. Because when we come to Christmas, we talk about Jesus coming as the Prince of Peace. Just a wonderful title. We talk about him coming to bring peace. And suddenly I thought, well, that's not him just coming to try and stop us fighting. No, he came to bring that wholeness and completeness to our lives and our hearts, and therefore to our families and our communities and our nations as well. And I, for one, have experienced that deep peace that comes from believing in Jesus Christ and what he came to do. And what he did in his life and his death and his resurrection, that he taught this totally new way of being, a topsy-turvy way of being that is different from the way the world wants you to live. But actually to find it, discover it, to realize you are loved, to realize you are forgiven, to realize that through what he did, he has made us friends with God. He has made us complete. He is the finished brick in our wall. He is binding together the brokenhearted. When you discover that, you discover a rich and deep peace. And then you want to strive to build that and seek it and make it in the world. So, a few thoughts on peace. It's not just the absence of violence and conflict and war, it's the presence of something better in its place. It's the presence of wholeness and completeness that is on offer for us in the Prince of Peace. And through him, we can help make it happen in our families and our world. So, I think I've finished.